First question from Mario Solis. Go ahead.
Hi, Mookie. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Hey, thanks a lot. As you know, fans embraced you as soon as you arrived in LA. But with that performance that you had during the playoffs and allowing LA to get that World Series back, you became a rock star. Fans are extremely grateful for what you did. One in particular who heads the Dodger cheering squad, Pantone 294, he actually bought a billboard across the street from Fenway Park thanking Boston for you. What was your reaction to that billboard?
I just laughed. I mean, obviously I had nothing to do with that, but it's just funny.
Yeah, I think it's just a generous gesture on their part, thinking that we were able to land you. Most fans, I think, love the billboard. Some think that it could be interpreted maybe as taunting. You think it might give the Red Sox unnecessary added fuel?
I mean, it just depends on who you are. I mean, it's obviously fan driven. So if that's what fuels you, then I mean, that's what fuels you. I mean, we still have a great LA team you have to go through, and so we'll be ready for whatever.
Next question from Dave Vassegh. Go ahead.
Hi, Mookie. Throughout the entire spring, we've heard your teammates say that they're still hungry to win again, and they still have that hunger like you guys never won last year. Have the actions that you've seen of your teammates in spring training matched the words that they've used?
I mean, yeah, I think so. I mean, I think we all have one goal in mind, that's to win again, and we know that it's going to take a lot of hard work. We know that there's a bullseye on our back, but I'd rather be playing with a bullseye on my back than trying to chase to get to the top.
Did you feel when you came to the Dodgers that you guys didn't need to be world champions to have that big bullseye on your back? It seems like even with this team, the last 8 years before they won, the bullseye was on their back.
I mean, I think just coming over, once I came over, I think it made it bigger, if that's even a thing. I think at that point, coming over, we pretty much had to win. We had such a good team here, and returning pretty much everybody. So we're going to be tough to beat, and we're going to get everybody's best, and I think that's what makes it fun.
Every season's unique in itself. Every team's unique in itself. So how would you say this team is different? Is it possible that the pitching is deeper than it was a year ago?
I mean, I don't know. I think it's different. We got DP, Trev now, and so I mean, it's tough to say we're deeper, better. I don't know. We still have to go out and play, and kind of see where we get.
Next question from Jessica Mendoza. Go ahead.
Hey, Mookie, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I wanted to ask you how your off season was with your baby girl, and I saw some of the pictures you had posted, and I don't know, just kind of get an update with you and her the last couple months.
It's been great. She's talking more and interacting with me more, and wanting to go play and all those type of things more. So it's been definitely a fun ride, and just to see her changing, growing up, getting smarter, getting older is definitely a fun process. And I was kind of like I wanted to slow down, but I also wanted to speed up a little more too. So like I said, it's definitely fun.
Well, I know last time I talked to you, it was about changing diapers, but now, like, are there certain things that you're doing with her that you're like, I can't even believe that like I'm doing this right now?
I mean, yeah, just going to the potty now. Now she's starting to go to the potty, and it just seems like, yesterday that I was changing diapers and having to go through all that drama.
No, I remember.
Yeah.
If you think about it, coming into 2019 season, I mean, there were so many contract rumors. You guys were coming off the World Series in Boston, MVP, all of that. In 2020, I mean, just the year that was, and being traded to a team that was the favorite. Is it a lot more relaxing this year compared to the last few years coming into a season for you?
No, I think it just kind of gets tougher and tougher. Expectations are higher from the outside, and I think internally, I think we expect we expect ourselves to perform well and get to make it back and win again. And so I think in doing that, it gets tougher and tougher to have to prepare each and every day. And it just gets tiring, but hey, it's what we signed up for. It's what we know we got to do. And at this point, it's just mind over matter.
Last one. Is there anything that you're in particular honing in on with your game that you're trying to improve on? I know it's crazy because you do so many good things, but
just consistency, being there every night, being present every night, being able to affect the game in some way every night. So that's pretty much all. I mean, just trying to take my abilities and just be more consistent with them.
Next question from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mookie, having gone through it once before, what are the biggest challenges of trying to repeat as champions?
Just knowing that it's just tough, man. You're going to get everybody's best. You're going to get everybody's best. And just know that it's other guys' World Series in the middle of June, and so we have to match their energy. I know it's kind of tough, and yeah, we have a really good team, but we have to go out and play too. You can't just be good on paper, so we have to take that responsibility and go out and perform the way we can, and we should be okay.
Early in camp, Dave Roberts said that in the past, the Dodgers have been playing against 29 other teams and 30 plus years of history every year. And this year it's just playing against 29 other teams. Now, obviously you weren't here for much of that history, but did you sense it with this franchise or with some of the individuals that have been through that?
I mean, yes and no. It was COVID 60 games, so I didn't really get a whole lot of what the whole all the history that has been. I didn't get to really see it, but this year will kind of be my first, and I'm excited. Like I said, it's gonna be a tough road, but got to travel it.
Thank you, Mookie.
Next question is from Mike DiGiovanna. Go ahead.
Hey, Mookie, have you been vaccinated yet? And if not, do you plan to be?
I mean, I think we kind of keep those things in the clubhouse. It is, I think those are all kind of personal decisions. And so, I want to leave it at that.
Okay. In general, do you feel like you'll be able to, as a team, hit that 85% threshold that'll help ease things a little bit?
I mean, these are all personal decisions for guys, and they got to do what's best for them and their families. And obviously, we are all a team, but that vaccination, that whole situation is a personal decision. So I'd like to just leave it in the clubhouse.
Next question is from Rowan Kavner. Go ahead.
Hey, Mookie, what's up, man? I know you've obviously known David Price for a while. What does it say about him as a former Cy Young winner that he seems to have willingly kind of accepted a role, whatever it's asked, and it seems like it's going to be a multi-tennis year?
I mean, DP is a winner, and so he's going to do whatever it takes to win. And if it's in the bullpen, then he'll go pitch in the bullpen. If it's as a starter, he'll go pitch as a starter. If it's closer. If he needs to hit, he'll do whatever he needs to do to help us win, and that lets you know what kind of teammate, kind of competitor he is.
And then secondly, when you guys come back home, it'll be in front of fans. How much have you thought about what that's going to be like? And it seems like a lot of players are excited about it, but for you being in front of fans as a Dodger, really for the first time at home, have you thought about that much?
Not too much. I think once it gets closer, I'll think about it a little more. Obviously, I've been in Dodger Stadium when it's full, but I was on the opposite side, and now being on the right side, I think that it should be fun.
I got time for one more. Go ahead, Molly.
Hey, Mookie, I'm just wondering how you feel about all these tremendous players coming to Southern California, whether it's Anthony Rendon, yourself, David Price, you, Darvish, Blake Snell, Machado. I mean, it just seems like there's been a tremendous move for guys to come here. What does that feel like?
I mean, some are not by choice.
Yeah,
obviously. I think just where guys landed. I mean, I don't think there's anything much more to it. Obviously, there's some really good teams here in California, and so it should be fun.
Thanks, Mook. Thanks, everybody.